Hello friends, my name is Atul and I welcome you in the class of fluid mechanics. In today's topic, we will see about what is energy line and gradient line. Some persons they call it as total energy line and hydraulic gradient line, and somewhere they write it as energy line and gradient line. So both things are same. If someone will use energy line or total energy line, it is same. Similarly, if someone will use gradient line or hydraulic gradient line, that is also same. So what is this thing? We will see now. If you remember about the Bernoulli's equation, what are the different forms of energy involved in Bernoulli's equation? Pressure energy, kinetic energy, very good. Third one, pressure energy, kinetic energy and potential energy. Correct? So based on these three energy only, these lines are formed. It is total energy line or hydraulic gradient line, depends on the different forms of energy. Different forms means three forms: kinetic energy, potential energy and pressure energy. Now first HGL, hydraulic gradient line. What is this? It contains pressure head and datum head, means pressure energy and datum energy. Okay, datum means potential. So pressure head and datum head, or you can say pressure energy or potential energy. Okay, so when these two things are there, we call it as hydraulic gradient line. Now what is total energy line? Total energy line means total energy means all the three energies, means sum of pressure head, kinetic head and datum head, or you can say pressure energy, kinetic energy and potential energy. Okay, so difference is nothing but the third term, kinetic head or kinetic energy, is absent in case of HGL and it is present in the case of TEL, because TEL is nothing but total energy. So all the three energy should come here. Correct? Now, how to draw the lines? Suppose this is a beaker filled with some fluid. This is a beaker filled with some fluid. Okay. Now at point B, a pipe is connected which is having length L, diameter D. Length L means from point B to point C. Okay. A is the free surface of water, B is the opening of the pipe, C is the close point of the pipe. Length of the pipe is L, diameter of the pipe is D. Now, distance of free surface to the start of the pipe, point B to point A, this distance is given by H. So, we are drawing HGL, and parallel to HGL, we will draw TEL. The difference will be how much? The difference EG, it will be equals to difference CF, and this will be equals to kinetic head. It will be equals to kinetic head. Okay, and this remaining DE, this is nothing but entrance loss, head loss due to entrance or inlet. Correct? So first of all, you have to draw HGL, then add kinetic energy or kinetic head, and draw the TEL parallel to HGL. So this is how you will draw HGL and TEL. Now we will solve numerical based on this, then it will be clear to you. Okay? So this is a numerical. Determine the rate of flow of water through a pipe of diameter 20 centimeter, length 50 centimeter. When the one end is connected to tank, another is open to atmosphere. Okay. Next, pipe is horizontal and height of water in the tank is 4 meter. Now, consider minor losses and take F equals to 0.009. In the formula HF equals to 4FLV square by 2 dg. This HF equals to 4FLV square by 2 dg, it is nothing but major loss. Now you have to draw HGL and TEL. So first of all, write the given data. Diameter is given 20 centimeter, which will be equals to 0.2 meter in terms of, we have to convert in the meter. Similarly, length 50 meter, height of the water capital H 4 meter, value of F, coefficient of friction 0.009. These things are given. Now let the velocity inside the water is how much? Velocity of water inside the pipe, capital V. So we will write the Bernoulli's equation for the real case when there is losses. Now put the values here. Pressure is atmospheric at the starting point as well as at the end point. So gas pressure we are taking, so it is 0. Next, at the starting point inlet, at the inlet there is no velocity, and outlet you have to calculate. Next, height, difference of height. Let Z1 is 4, then Z2 will be 0. We are taking the pipe level as the reference level. The level of the pipe as the reference level. Okay. So Z2 will be 0 and Z1 will be equal to head H. Now losses. Losses will be friction loss, inlet loss. There is only one pipe, so there will be one inlet loss, and inside the pipe there will be friction loss. So simplify it. You will get this equation 4 equals to V square by 2G plus HI plus HF. Now HI, entrance, head loss due to entrance. It is given by 0.5 times V square by 2G. Okay. And HF 4FL V square by 2dG. Correct? Put the value of HI and HF here. So equation will convert into 4 equals to V square by 2G plus HI, it is entrance loss, plus HF, which is friction loss. Solve it, you will get the value of velocity. Now, our final aim is to find the rate of flow, which is given by area into velocity. Area you know by pi by 40 square because diameter is given, and velocity you have found just now. So your flow rate will be this much meter cube per second. In terms of liter, multiply with 1000. When you will multiply with 1000, you will get liters per second. So this is how you will solve the problem. So I hope the theory is clear as well as problem is clear. How to solve the problem. So basically we have deal with the hydraulic gradient line, total energy line. Total energy means all the three forms of energy: hydro, pressure energy, potential energy, and kinetic energy. In case of hydraulic gradient line, there will be only two energies. The kinetic energy will be absent. So, and then we have seen a numerical based on it. So this was all which we have dealt now. Now, if it is asked in question to draw the lines, so what you will do? What you will do? Find the value of HI, draw HGL, draw TEL, then or what you can do reverse order. Which value you know before 0.38 or 0.19? So you know 0.19 previously. So from A reference free surface, take point D at the free surface and mark another point E at a distance of 0.19. Okay. Next, find kinetic head. From point E, draw point G whose value will be equal to the kinetic head. Now, after locating G, join this G with end point of the pipe C. You will get hydraulic gradient line. And from point E, draw a line parallel to hydraulic gradient line. So, it will finish at F. So, this is how you will draw the hydraulic gradient line and total energy line if it is asked the question. So I hope it is clear to everyone. Thank you for today's session. Bye everyone. Take care.